Welcome to this new video. Today is a big day. We will turn this little terrarium into a little paradise for those adorable little guys. Those ridiculous little fellas are a really rare isopod species, the Cubaris Crabby. Here I have 15 young specimens. And when I say that they're rare, I'm not lying. This little group costs €200, and that was a really good price. Right now they're small, but it's a giant species that reach almost 3 centimeters at adult size. It's one of the biggest terrestrial isopod species. Just look at that adorable little face already nibbling on my hand. They're the most cartoon-faced isopods I've ever seen. So let's make them a new home. First, as usual, I'll put a drainage layer. I'm using clay balls for this, but you can also use any rocks or pebbles. Now we add a separation layer by using sphagnum moss. This layer will prevent the soil from falling into the drainage layer and will also absorb and redistribute the excess of humidity. Note that I add a bit more moss on the right side, as it will be the humid side. Then let's add the substrate. Here I have a homemade mix of soil, rotting wood, dead leaves, and sphagnum moss. This mix will be the main food source of our little friends. Now let's bring some nature into the tank. Here I've got 2 little plants, a ficus pumila and a red photonia. Those plants love humidity, so they're perfect for a tropical terrarium. The isopods may munch on the leaves or hide under the plants. You might not see really well here, but I'm adding springtails from one of my cultures. The springtails will prevent any mold outbreak and are totally harmless for isopods. Then let's add some contrast with spiderwood branches. The branch provides some verticality, making a support from the plants, and the isopods may like to climb on them. Another important part, I'll cover the soil with dried leaves. They'll quickly start rotting and become a food source for the little guys. Here is a Sororoca pods, a beautiful seed pod that will make a little hut for them to chill on the dry side. As usual, I'm adding a big cork bark directly on the front. Cork barks are generally the favorite hideout of our little cuties. By placing it against the front panel, we will be able to observe the isopods even when they think they're hidden. I have a little flower pot that will make another cute little hideout right on the front of the tank. Too many people makes isopods tanks that look like a dirt box. Please add some plants and decorations. Treat it like an aquarium. I'll add some more little piece of cork back a bit everywhere to provide plenty of spots for them to hide themselves. An important step, I add some dead white wood on different spots. It will slowly decompose, becoming food for the isopods and also provide shelter. It's almost done, just some finishing touches. I add some little black rocks to make an easy to clean feeding area. And a bit more moss on the humid side, as this isopod species requires a really humid environment. Last very important step, I add pieces of cuttlefish bones. The isopods will nibble on it whenever they need a bit of calcium. Calcium is required for them to molt properly and develop their exoskeleton. And it's done. I'm going to do a little cleanup before showing you the final result. Here it is. There's only one thing missing here, our cute little friends. They've been stressed by the shipping, so they definitely deserve a little welcome snack in their new home. I add a little piece of sweet potato, zucchini, and some gammarus shrimps. That's a nice variety of snacks to choose from. And here come the little cuties. I add them with their little bark and moss to not stress them too much. They're a bit panicking right now, but don't worry, they will get used to their lovely new home. A little one already found the front hideout, and the others are following. What a bunch of adorable things. They will stay hidden for a while until comfortable enough. That's all for today. If you want to see another isopod terrarium build, check that video on the right. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.